Welcome to another episode of Monday Marketplace at Country Needleworks in Jenison, Michigan. I am Pam.
And I'm Sue.
And this week we are showing you a new yarn to our store. It is called Tillie. It is from Berroco. It is a combination of cotton and a rayon blend.
Okay.
It is a sport weight yarn with a lot of yardage, like 375 yards.
Okay. It is beautiful. We always say this is a must feel, but it is. And we do have a lovely sample from Berroco of this beautiful crocheted shawl called Kassel. And Pam is our crochet expert, so she'll tell us a little bit about the pattern.
A lot of times crochet patterns, when it is like this, where it's just a rectangular pattern, it is done and written up in a chart. This one is not. It is just written in regular instructions. You know, they're all written out row by row. It's kind of hard to see unless it's up against something very solid, but it has a beautiful diamond pattern that is in it. It's very soft, very squishy. This shawl takes 3 skeins, and we know that crochet takes more. We have some other patterns here too, which is just like this darling little sweater called Gina. That also takes 3 skeins for the smallest size.
Because that's knit.
Because that is knit. So there is definitely a difference between the two.
Yeah.
But that is just a beautiful pattern.
And Pam and I were looking at this yarn as we're putting it out, because it is a new yarn for us. And we were are so impressed with the beautiful colors. Pam, which is your favorite? What do you think?
Well, I know you and I have talked about this one. It looks gray, but yet there's some green. They're great tonals.
They are beautiful.
That just really show up, and you can see that in your shawl when you look at it up close.
So we're really excited because this is a great addition to our summery cottony yarns.
Yes.
But it could certainly go into fall and into spring. You can wear this year round.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful shawl.
It is.
Yeah.
So what else is fun, Sue?
Well, you know, we have a fun event coming to our store, our yarn store, and several other yarn stores, the Heartland Yarn Adventure.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about Pam?
For $5, you purchase this passport. You go to any of the stores. They will stamp it inside, and you will then get a prize at each of these places.
Okay.
What prizes are we gonna
Well,
offer?
here's what we're gonna give out. Just if you come to the store with your Heartland pass, you will get either your choice of 3 stitch markers, and you know Barb has the cutest stitch markers.
We do
have the best stitch markers at our store. So you can pick out 3 little stitch markers, or if you prefer, we have these really cute little row counters, handy to have, whether you knit or crochet. These are good to have. Great. And then we'll have one of our little needle inventory sheets, which is a must-have for all crafters.
Yes.
Because it has hooks and it has needles in there.
Right.
And that covers stores that are in Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky, and Ohio.
Correct.
We know you're not going to go to, well, you might go to all those stores. Who knows what you might do? But each of the stores you go to, you would get a stamp. You don't have to buy anything, and then you're entered to win some prizes.
And the prizes are sponsored by the Heartland Yarn Adventure group that put this on, and they're getting prizes from like 29 different companies
that we work with, yarn and needles and things like that, right?
Right. So it goes from July 26th to August 4. That is a Sunday. We are not open on Sunday, so for us it's through August 3. After you get this all done, what I think is really great, the way the book is put together, you take out the inside with all of your stamps on it. You turn it into your last store, but you get to keep the rest of the directory. So if you can't get to Kentucky this time, but you've got a family trip coming up in the fall for color tour or something, you can take this handy little guide along with you.
Yep. And we should say that this is 2024.
Yes.
Just to make sure somebody's picking this up years later, which, hi, we're happy to see you. But this is when the Heartland Yarn Adventure goes on. And you know, we just had somebody in on Friday. Often this summer, we've had a lot of people who've come in. Somebody was picking blueberries. Somebody from Indiana, West Lafayette, was heading up to Traverse City. And they just were looking for yarn stores. And so they stopped by. So this is a great guide to keep in your car. This is just fun.
It's just fun.
It's just a fun adventure. It's always fun to see models and things, and we hope you'll come to our store because we have beautiful things.
Right. Yeah. And then what else are we going to do next week, Sue?
This is a jam-packed month of fun things. You know, Pam, on Sunday it starts the Olympics. They're kicking off the Olympics in Paris, the Summer Olympics.
So that gives me time to watch some TV.
You'll be watching TV.
Stuff. And then what else do we do when we watch TV?
Usually,
of course, we keep our hands busy.
Right. We're knitting, we're crocheting, we're doing count and cross stitch. We might be making cards. There's all kinds of things that we do. So I started thinking, thanks to my daughter, about fun Olympic things. And you know, in the Summer Olympics 4 years ago, there was that darling swimmer, Tom Daley, who knits, and he had made a sweater for the Olympics. He's got things going on there. Fun guy to follow on Instagram. But then I started looking, and there's all kinds of fun patterns. There's dishcloths with the Olympic rings. There's just the Olympic rings you could crochet. There's medals, which I think we deserve. We should have medals.
We all need a medal.
Yeah, and then I found that there was an amigurumi, which I could say because Pam taught me how to say that. A bunch of patterns, and they're all little bunnies, and they're in Olympics. There's a swimmer, there's a fencer, there's a gymnast. It's just fun. And there's even a knit along. For a shawl, knit or crochet along for the Olympics. So many fun things we could be doing while we're cheering on USA.
That's right. Yeah. So you can check those things out just by, going to Instagram. We'll link a few patterns to some of the little bunnies. So it's just a reminder that we have this great yarn. It is a cotton acrylic blend, a DK weight, and it's something that personally I absolutely love for the amigurumi. And we have a lot of colors. So we had to put out the Olympic colors.
Pam.
And again,
always thinking that, Pam.
You can come in and you can stop and see what other colors that you have if you happen to come across the patterns. Like I say, I'll link a few of them, and then you can take that designer and even find more. They're very much available on Ravelry.
Stop by. We love to talk Olympics, knitting, crocheting, crafting. We love it all.
All of the above. And so until next time, we will see you back here at Country Needleworks Monday Marketplace. Have a good week.
Bye-bye.